Hello and welcome along to the West Wales Karting Virtual Racing Euro LMP2 Championship, and today we are at the majestic, sweeping, fast Belgian circuit of Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps, the 4.35 mile 20 turn circuit, and what a place it is for round 4 of this championship. The final round is the championship decider as well. We've got 3 drivers heading into this one with a realistic mathematical chance of winning it. We've got Stuart Davis, who's had a target on his back since winning the first round. We got the underdog Crazy Stewpot there in second, and we got Scuderia Sam, who's been making a comeback ever since round 1, where he had a few incidents. And today it is Scuderia Sam on pole position, his first pole of the championship. Crazy Stewpot lines up alongside in second for the second race in a row. Alex CDL, our pole position king, is in third for this one. Then we've got Chris Doherty, Stuart Davis, championship leader in fifth. D-Man, the big bad wolf, Loopy McGee with his best qualifying. Let's see how they get on, and they're on the grid now and we're waiting for the lights. Oh, and it's a jump start there, I think, from Big Bad Wolf, and it's going. There's a clean getaway for most of the grid there. It's Stuart Davis coming down the inside. Now he's on the grass, and he goes down the inside to Scuderia Sam. Oh, and slam, he's crashed into Chris Doherty, I think that was. And there's a car over as well. It's a very chaotic start. There's bits of car absolutely everywhere as they're heading out of La Source now. I think that's Big Bad Wolf on his roof. McG hasn't had such a good start here, heading through Eau Rouge now. This is D-Man battling away with Alex, I think that is, Alex CDL. Scuderia Sam's in the lead from Chris Doherty. Chris Doherty is going to be in his slipstream as they head down the Kemmel Straight towards Lacoons. And Scuderia Sam defends, and we're going to have a big battle here for third place. Who's going to get there first? It's BDCC down on the inside, and Crazy Stewpot as well. Oh, and Alex is off. Alex is up on 2 wheels, Alex CDL, and he slams into... and a couple of cars go airborne, and that's who's that? Is that Chris Doherty, I think, round, and there's some synchronised spinning going on now from the 2 Ireland guys that hit each other a little bit too, and that's Big Bad Wolf in his absolutely wrecked car coming through there, but it's only visual damage on, so he'll be able to continue fine. And now side by side, look, this is Stuart Davis in 5th on the inside of Alex Brown there in the banana car. Welcome back, Alex Brown, after missing the last round. And now they're heading down towards Pouhon, and that was an absolutely frantic, chaotic, carnage start, wasn't it, Alex?
Yeah, don't really know how to describe that besides chaos. Looks like Stu is doing his best Rowan Grosjean impression. They're going down on the inside and just absolutely clattering the leader there. Probably be investigated afterwards for that incident, but looks like the winners from that, though, BTCC down and Scuderia Sam. They've gotten quite a nice, comfortable lead from third, but I'm sure Stu and Alex will be right on their tail towards the end of the laps.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. This is a 20-minute race as ever in this championship, and BTCC Dan, he's up to second from 9th on the grid. Incredible. He just skied his way through all the carnage very nicely indeed. And very impressive stuff from BTCC Dan. He did get involved, had to get his elbows out a little bit at the top of the Kemmel Straight, but he managed to stay there, and there he is in second. He's being chased now by Crazy Stewpot, who needs to get past him quickly and get after Scuderia Sam, because those two are in a battle for the championship. It's basically whoever wins out of those two, and Stuart Davis thrown in the mix as well, will win the championship today, isn't it? So regardless of where their rivals finish. So yeah, they need to be thinking about the championship game here today, and that was Big Bad Wolf in the pits, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe he's taken his drive-through penalty for the jump start. I think that's his second out of the 4 rounds, so he's quite consistent with it. But hopefully he'll be able to fight back towards the end. Looks like D-Man's got the same livery as Scuderia Sam, whether that's a mistake or not, so that'll be quite confusing towards the end. But who's that catching Alex now? It looks like D-Man. Obviously Alex will be rearing to go again after he missed the last round, but I don't know if he's done much practice here, so let's have to see how he gets on. It looks like D-Man widening back there.
Yeah, the aero wash off the back of these cars is quite significant, especially on a fast circuit like this. So expect to see cars struggling to trying to follow other ones. And you can see Crazy Stewpot, look at the understeer he's got in that car there, as he's chasing after the green machine of BTCC Dan. And Alex Brown, like you say, hasn't actually practiced too much for this track. He qualified in last position, so every corner is going to be a learning experience for him today. So yeah, look out.
Well, it looks like Stu's catching up quite fast to Dan. Stu was definitely fastest in practice in that Marek. It seems to absolutely love this track, and I believe he also loves it too. He's getting pretty close now. He's right on the tail of BTCC Dan there. Will he take a lunge? It's hard to say, but he has to keep in mind the championship, so he doesn't want to be too risky. I think he's too far back, so he'll keep it safe. But is he going for it? No, he stays behind. Try and get him maybe into the hairpin, but he's just going to keep in mind, especially with Alex behind, so he doesn't want to make a mistake and compromise himself.
Yeah, he's in that position now where he's chasing and being chased as well, so it's a very tricky scenario to be in. But this track is a track you can overtake on, isn't it? And the source there where we just headed through, that's one of the best places to overtake. But if you do pass there, then you've got to bear in mind you're going to be under attack then as you go through a rouge and all the way up the Kemmel Straight, because the slipstream effect is very strong, isn't it, up the hill there. And BTCC Dan knows that. He's in second. It's the best position he's been in this championship so far, in that Ligier car. And
I believe he's in the Judd.
Yes, look, he's right behind him now. He's in the slipstream as Crazy Stu Pot. He's trying to pull out. BTCC Dan goes defensive, and he's trying to stick the Marek round the outside, but no room through there this time, and it's as you were, isn't it?
That was brilliant defending by BTCC Dan. Didn't do too much and just let Stu... Oh, is he on the inside? No. Yeah, he just forced him out wide a bit. Let him know he is going to fight for the position. It's not going to make it easy. We're back with Alex Brown now. Looks like he's actually catching Chris Doherty there. Chris had an excellent start, but as we saw, he got wiped out by Stu, so unfortunately he's back down in 7th. He'll be wanting to fight back up and catch D-Man, maybe Stu. The battle's still raging on here. Alex just watching in the background, hoping for a mistake.
Yeah, Alex
looks definitely...
Sorry, go on, Alex.
Definitely looks like Stu's a lot faster in the middle section.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got a lot of pace in that Marek, and as I keep saying, in the fast stuff, it's absolutely so stable and rapid that car is. And Crazy Stu Pot has had a few races as well to get to grips with it now, so he really is playing to the strengths. And look at it, look at the speed he's got coming down the Blanchimont straight now, and into Blanchimont itself. Oh, on the grass at a very fast speed indeed. I thought he was going to lose it then, but he gets back on the circuit okay, and he tucks back in behind the green car there of BTCC Dan. That was brown trouser moment.
Well, you see the mistakes cost him. Alex is catching up, but he's instantly back on Dan, especially with the speed of that Marek here. It's not the fastest accelerating, but it's quite a nice flowing track. It looks like Stu's catching up in the background as well, so this should be interesting.
Yeah, there's a bit of a truly train forming, isn't there, behind BTCC Dan here, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for some action, because now we've got Alex, like you say there, and Stuart Davis as well. Stuart Davis knows he needs to try and get past these three if he can. So if he's got some pace, now is the time to find it. And now is the time to get past for Crazy Stu Pot too, if he can do, because he's fallen to 10 seconds behind Scuderia Sam now. He can't afford to lose much more time here, as we're approaching a quarter of the way through this race already. And BTC Dan places his car absolutely perfectly there as they head into Le Com, and Crazy Stu Pot breaks himself slightly. Is this going to give Alex CDL a chance? He's swarming around in the background, but he's a little bit too far back this time. But yeah, BTCC Dan's doing an absolutely fantastic job. Oh, looking down the inside now in that Marek, but no way through this time as he hits one of the bollards out of the way as well. Fantastic car defence there, and you can see the Crazy Stu Pot, he is just looking everywhere he can, isn't he, to try and get some time and try and get his way past. And where's going to be the best chance for him to pass here?
Probably into the final chicane on the heavy braking. That Marek is phenomenal on the braking. I think it's a lot better than the Judd from testing. Maybe into the source or at the end of the Kemmel Straight. It's how brave do you want to be? You don't want to attack and cause an accident and possibly lose points from a silly mistake. But then he's not in the favourable position of having the car behind that will be trying to attack him soon.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's in the slipstream again now, look. But there's no way through Blanchimont. You just got to try and stick as close as you can through here, and then try and surprise the guy in front into the bus stop chicane, which is easier said than done. You're braking from a very high speed there. It's a little bit bumpy as well. Is that Alex shooting on through there? Or he just outbraked himself a little bit, didn't he? But he managed to stay on the track, and he's still in this battle. And will Crazy Stu Pot go for a lunge? He's not known for his lunges, is he? Oh,
he's hit him.
Contact slightly there though, just as I say that. And
he's
that's
lost
lost him
momentum.
a lot of time, look, and the momentum coming out of La Source now, and that's Alex CDL on the outside, and he's got him. Fantastic drive out of that corner from Alex there. Anticipated that well, and Crazy Stewpot's now down to 4th place now. Look.
Oh, he's going to be kicking himself. I think frustration just got to him a bit there and tried to force the move, but Dan was holding fast there and wouldn't let him through, and it's cost him. Will he try it here? Nope. It's close though. Oh no, and Alex is around. He's made a mistake. He made it easy for him in the end. And he'll be back on Dan now.
Yeah, and that's Stuart Davis through as well on Alex CDL. So what happened there? Did you just light up the rears coming out of the corner there? They're very easy to light up the rears in these cars, aren't they?
Yeah, he might have just been trying to defend, seeing Stu and put pressure on him. Might have just outbraked himself. And it looks like Alex Brown's around as well. Both Alex been in the same corner. Must be something on that corner.
Yeah, we're going to have to call that Alex Corner from now on.
Oh, definitely.
Probably tripped over his own banana skin there in that banana car, did Alex Brown. But where is he now? He is in, what battle is he in? He's in 8th. I don't know, I can't remember if he was in 8th or not before, but Chris Doherty is ahead of him now, and so is D-Man 221. But looking back through the order, we've got Luke McGee in 9th. He's still ahead of the Big Bad Wolf. There's 4 seconds separating those two, so there's a battle going on at the back as well. So everywhere you look, there's a battle going on, apart from the lead at the moment. We haven't actually seen the leader much in this race so far.
No, I think he's booked it and just gone. Probably won't see much from him now unless he makes a mistake. But Alex is closing fast on Stu here. I wonder if he'll take a dive, because this is probably one of the best spots to actually have a go at overtaking. And Alex is quite good on the brakes here. Will he have a go? It looks like it, and he sent it down the inside. And it looks like he's got him. Stu will be fighting back. Oh no, he's hit him.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, Stuart Davis there just got on that curb, didn't he, and understeered straight into Alex. Alex left him racing room, I think, around the inside there. And and there's Chris Doherty doing a good marshalling job there, getting rid of the racing debris from the line there. But yeah, it looks like, I think Stuart Davis just kind of bit of desperation there, maybe got on the curb and understeered into him.
Yeah, I think he might be investigated after the race on that one. I think he just a bit frustrated. He let himself get outbraked and tried to fight back, but it was just in vain in the end.
Yeah, he would have been better off waiting for the source, I think, and having a go down there. He is known as Mr. Lunge, isn't he? And the source is certainly a Mr. Lunge type corner. Now we've got Chris Doherty in the slipstream of his Irish fellow teammate, D-Man 221. Is he going to have a go into Alex corner? D-Man defends, but they touch a little bit. Chris Doherty couldn't quite get through there. I think D-Man is making that LMP2 car extremely wide, isn't he, going through Alex corner?
Yeah, definitely. It seems like you can't touch these cars at all. This looks like the third instant now where there's been a bit of a tap on the back and you just lose. Oh, and he's around! He's hit the barrier! Oh, that's probably the last thing he would have wanted, especially with the speed he usually has. Hopefully he'll be able to catch at the back, but Alex might be able to catch him back up now. So it should be interesting.
Certainly, and you can see the shadows growing longer and longer on this circuit. We are racing into the night here at this track, as we've gone halfway through the race now already. So yeah, I think Chris Doherty will be kicking himself for that. I don't know if the tyre temperatures slightly falling had anything to do with that, or whether it was just a simple error lighting up the rears there, but Alex Brown is a little bit too far to capitalise on that. He's in a battle with McGee, and Big Bad Wolf is actually falling back from that pair as well, hasn't he? So yeah, unfortunately for Chris there, he's on his own now. He's going to have to try and catch D-Man up all over again. And BDCC down, Lucky is still holding in 3rd place. Crazy Stewpot passed him at some point. I don't know if we actually saw that manoeuvre. Oh, here we go now, Chris Doherty and Alex Brown. Alex Brown was quite far behind Chris, so I don't know what happened to Chris there. So yeah, in that yellow car now, he's got passed into 7th position. And yeah, what do you make of that, Al?
That's pretty interesting. I think the spin may have just ruined his rear tyre, so he may have had another slight little spin, or was just trying to get him back up temperature. Oh, is he going to pit? No, just a little mistake there. Yeah, it seems he's not happy with that car in this race. It's a bit lively for him, but yeah, he'll try and salvage something towards the end. Is that Luke G behind him? It looks like it. He's having a nice little race there.
Yeah, I think it might be, yeah, he's certainly getting stuck in. He's a relative newcomer still, isn't he, to the championship, and to the West Wales Karting virtual racing that we're doing, and this is his first championship with us. But yeah, he's been progressively getting quicker and quicker every single race, hasn't he? And he's really getting stuck in. And you can see the headlights now coming on in these cars. It's getting darker. And do you think the tyre temperatures falling has anything to do with Chris's troubles there? A sign of things to come, maybe, for other drivers?
Possibly. I believe all the cars are running hard tyres, so as the temperature drops, those will drop quite considerably. But it's a fast track, so hopefully they'll have enough downforce. It's you have to wonder whether the front end damage from the tap with Alex on Stu's cars cost him the lights. That'll play havoc towards the end. Oh, 2 wheels there. He's just about saved it, but it's cost him. It looks like Alex is catching up quite fast on him.
Absolutely, yeah. Stuart Davis pulling a wheelie there, spit of flame in retaliation, and now they're heading through Stavelot and onto the Blanchimont Straight. So Alex CDL versus Stuart Davis. I don't think we've ever seen these two battle before, have we?
No, I don't think we have. It's quite a new, fresh lineup.
Yeah, I don't think any incidents of note come to mind.
No, definitely not. I wonder if he'll try again.
But Stuart Davis could do with Alex CDL around him actually at the moment, just to give him a bit of light to see where he's going, because he's really struggling now as it's getting dark, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just hitting everything there. It must be quite hard to see with the sun going down now. We'll probably use Alex as a sort of beacon to guide the way, but he'll want to get past, and it's whether he can stop him at this point. Oh, almost around there. I say the tyres are getting cold now. You can just see little mistakes as Alex decides to go on a different track there. Wonder if the slipstream effect will help Alex through here.
Yeah, you've got to get your line absolutely right through Eau Rouge, haven't you? And Stuart Davis didn't quite get his line quite right through Eau Rouge there, and who can blame him when he got no lights on? But Alex CDL now is on the inside, and I think he's going to get this. He's going to get the corner. I think Stuart Davis is going to try and brave it around the outside. He is, and he gets pushed off the circuit a little bit by Alex. Oh, and the LMP2 car launches there. We have liftoff, and he's back on the circuit now, but yeah, I think he just tried to defend in vain, and now he's lost all the headlights around him too. So this is going to be a very tough race for Stuart Davis from now on in.
I think it was a bit naughty there from Alex, pushing him a bit wide. I think that was payback from earlier. Just pushed him onto that quite awful speed bump, which just seems to launch the cars, as you saw on the first lap. It looks like Chris and Alex are still battling.
There are a few nasty little curbs around this circuit, aren't there? Especially on the inside, on the apexes at some corners as well.
Yeah, you can sort of see the little divot as Chris hits the bollard there. Yeah, there's little divots that'll just send the car up onto 2 wheels and completely upset your rhythm, and it just allows everyone to catch up to you then. It looks like these have been battling for quite a few laps now. It definitely seems like it.
Yeah, they're having a race-long battle here, aren't they, for 7th and 8th position at the moment. Don't know who's going to come out on top. It's been Chris Doherty ahead for most of it so far. And who's going to come out on top here? This is Alex CDL now attacking BDC Sedan. So once he's got past Stewart, he's now all over BDC Sedan. So Alex is really coming alive in the latter stages of this race. He's going to go down the outside. We know how difficult BDC Sedan is to pass, because Crazy Stewpot took a while to pass him. And Alex is looking for the switch back now, and he's got a really good run out of the bus stop chicane as they head over for another lap now, coming into La Source. And the green car there is defending on the inside from the white and red's number 4 car, 28 car rather. And was Alex around? Was Alex around?
I'm not sure. Cut away at the worst possible sector. I think he has, because he's lost a lot of time there, and now he's back in the clutches of Stu and I think D-Man, who's had an excellent comeback. He's onto the top 5 now.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think Alex was looking for a nice, just trying straight line that corner, wasn't he, and really get a good run into Eau Rouge, trying to overtake BDC Sedan, and I think he just lit up the rear a little bit. When you make the angles a little bit tighter on these cars, obviously you are going to put a little bit too much stress through the tyres from time to time, and there's Stuart Davis putting too much stress through the tyres, and he's spun at Alex's corner as well, so it's not just Alex's that spin there.
I don't know how he's managing to drive with no lights.
Look at that.
Awful visibility.
Yeah. How is he doing that?
Must know the track pretty well.
He's just seeing numbers coming up, I reckon. He just sees the numbers, not like normal people do. These racing drivers.
Must be hitting everything. Just wondering which corner it is.
And this is another car with no lights on. Is that Big Bad Wolf?
It's a black car, so I have to assume so. Oh, Did he go off there? It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
I have to assume so, because it's Big Bad Wolf in his little Batmobile.
The Batmobile with no lights on in the pitch darkness. Got no chance of seeing him.
It's a good thing he's not up front. You'll never know he's there.
Yeah, you never know. He might just overtake everyone now and end up winning the whole thing, and no one will even see him pass. That's his tactic, I reckon. But Stuart Davis certainly, this isn't his tactic, is it? I mean, he's in 6th now. He's losing a lot of time. A bit of a shame for Stuart Davis there. He's the championship leader heading into this race, but it looks like he's not going to get the championship at this one. But who's this? This is BTC Sedan. He's under attack again. Every time we look at BTC Sedan, it looks like he's trying to defend from someone. He's doing a great job though.
Yeah, he's probably one of the best defenders in the field, and he's definitely not going to let a podium slip away at this point. He'll want to defend for his life. He definitely won't want Alex and Dan to go past. Oh, sorry, D-Man, I believe.
Yes, D-Man, that's it.
It's quite hard to see with how pitch black it is. Usually there's some track lighting that helps, but Alex going wide there. I wonder if he'll do a switch track. BC Zan's parked it perfectly. Can't get around him at all. Oh, is he wide there? Oh, they're both wide it seems. Oh, he's being held up. Oh, he's wide. Alex is wide here. Oh, and D-Man through on the inside. That's very opportunistic of him. And he's through.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic bit of opportunistic driving there from D-Man to get Alex on the inside there as Alex was trying to attack BTC Sedan, and that's exactly what can happen when you're in the car in a sandwich like Alex was there. But now D-Man becomes the meat in the sandwich, doesn't he? So it's his turn now to see if he can try and attack BTC Sedan's car. It's probably about the 4th different car that's tried to overtake the green car today. So we'll see if he can do it. And this is Scuderia Sam now. Is this the final lap?
I believe it is. It's only 10 laps, even though it is a 20-minute race, but they're quite long laps. Ooh, yeah, and these are still battling. Well, Alex is back through. Wonder if he'll try and attack BTC Sedan. Oh, we cut the camera on a funny one then. Oh, and they're off.
Oh,
they're both off.
Yes. Oh dear, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, coming up to the Blanchimont straight, Alex CDL nearly lost it, but he's got back on the circuit now, and he nearly took BTC Sedan with him, but he's also back facing the right way. And D-Man's going to be absolutely loving that, isn't he? He's up to 3rd place on a podium now. Crazy Stewpot crosses the line in 2nd place, so Scuderia Sam took the win. Stewpot 2nd. D-Man, fantastic driving there, opportunistic driving, and then a little bit lucky. And look at, he's going to come across the line now in 3rd position. Fantastic driving there from D-Man, and a little bit lucky as well. BTC Sedan's going to be gutted about that. He really deserved that podium, I think, after all the defending he did today. He's going to cross the line in 4th, just ahead of Alex CDL. And then Stuart Davis, who was the championship leader, who won the first round, he's going to come across without any headlights in 6th position. And then we look to Chris Doherty, who's going to come across the line in 7th. And there's confirmation of the results, Alex. Big Bad Wolf, their DNF.
Yeah, I believe he had a issue with the steering. He hit the wall funny and he couldn't get the steering, so he had to retire, unfortunately. But hopefully be back stronger for the next race.
Yeah, let's hope so. And there's confirmation of the championship order. So Scuderia Sam takes the championship, just ahead of Crazy Stewpot. Fantastic drive from Crazy Stewpot today as well. Stuart Davis there in 3rd, just ahead of Alex CDL, and Cherry Berry, who only did 2 rounds, is in 5th in the championship. D-Man and Chris Doherty to follow. BTC Sedan in 8th. Big Bad Wolf just ahead of Alex Brown and Loopy McGee. That was an absolutely fantastic championship. And join us next time.